Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you some traps in the Vienna Gambit accepted line. So friend, let's start our video. So basically friends, when a game starts with the e4, e5, knight to c3 and your opponent play this knight to f3, and after this position you will play this f4. This is Vienna Gambit and it is similar to the King's Gambit, but in the King's Gambit you will play this e4 and after this immediately you will play this f4 move. And suppose your opponent takes this pawn, now you will push this e5 pawn and now knight has no square, so knight has to go back and he will play this knight to g8. In this position you will play this knight to f3, covering this check from h4 from the queen, and after this suppose black play this d6, you will play this d4, and after d4 if black takes the pawn you will play this bishop to b5 check, and suppose black blocks this check with the c6, you will play this bishop to c4, and after suppose black take this pawn, you will not defend this knight and just castle. And if in this position your opponent is greedy and takes this knight, then this game is totally lost for the black. Now comes the bishop sacrifice on f7, and if king takes, then this queen is lost. So in this position, if black tries to play this king to e7, now you will give a check from the e1, and after this check if suppose black blocks this check with the bishop, now you will take this bishop with the rook, and suppose king takes bishop, now you will take this queen and you are totally winning the game. And after this you can also take this bishop, and now your bishop is coming in the game and this king will not survive. Let's look another variations in the Vienna Gambit. After e4, e5, knight to c3, knight to f6, f4, e takes f4, e5. Now black can play this queen to e7, putting this pawn in the pin to the king, and after this queen to e2. Now black is forced to take back this knight. So in this position, now white play this knight to f3 and black goes for d6 break. In this position, the black idea is to put this bishop on g4, pins the knight to the king, and suppose if white takes this pawn, then after queen takes queen, bishop take queen, then black will take this pawn with the bishop, and this position is better for black. So in this position, now white play this knight to d5, attacking this queen and same time putting pressure on this pawn. So in this position, queen to d8 by black, and now white play this pawn takes d pawn, and in this position black blocks this check with the bishop. Now came this knight to c7 check, king to d7, and in this position another check come with the knight to e5. Now king goes to c8, and in this position now white play this knight takes bishop. So suppose if in this position black takes this the knight, now comes the move queen to c4 check, and suppose this check is blocked by the knight, now white play brilliant move and sacrifices queen, and after pawn takes queen, in this position this bishop to a6 check came, only square is this b8 square. Now after this knight to c6 check, this is a beautiful checkmate for the white. Let's look another crazy opening idea in the Vienna. This is copycat system of the Vienna, and after e4, e5, knight to c3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, bishop to c5 by white, and white goes for this queen to g4, putting pressure on this g7 pawn, and in this position black play this queen to f6, defending this pawn, and after this knight to d5, which attacks the queen, same time puts pressure on this c7 pawn, and after this move now black play this queen takes to check, and after this king to d1. In this position now black play this king to f8, defending this pawn and avoiding this fork on this c7. So in this position now white play another tricky idea, which is knight to h3. Now you can see that this queen has no escape square in this route. So in this position now black play this queen to d4, now d3, limiting the black queen square. Now after this move knight to f6 is the best engine move in this position, and after this move now white takes this knight, and after this move now d5 attacks the bishop. But in this position now white play this c3 move, attacking the queen, and suppose after this pawn takes bishop, in this position now white will take this queen, and after bishop take queen, now we will take the bishop with the knight, and after this Bishop takes d4, d takes c4. This position is totally winning for white. White is the piece up. And friends, if you enjoyed this video, please like the video. And if you have any suggestion, you can comment in the comment box. So thank you.